Hey gang, Chonky here. Just wanted to take a minute to discuss the fact that there's a winter event going on in Dungeons of Sandaria. You can see there's a bunch of snowfall here in Galdrins Crossing. Before I show you the town and the vendor, we'll go ahead and go over the holiday event. So there was a change in threat improvements for the champion. So now if you're using the one-handed sword and shield, you're going to generate more threats so you can hopefully take the aggro from your teammates if you're playing in a group. They added a new boss door to Artorian, who is in the Rage one. He's right before Hatharax. He's the first guy that gives you an elite fragment. They also removed the switches in the Crypt of Hollows, so now before Inquisitor Hargon, you used to have to touch like 3 buttons and then you could access the door, or if you went by the guillotines on the right, you could go through a secret wall. That's different now. I guess you can just go straight to Inquisitor Hargon. Admittedly, I haven't run Crypt of Horrors since this update. They improved the minecarts in Icy Depths. I really want to see what that's like, because before it was super janky, and I thought that was pretty funny. And it also says that they updated the compendium, so we'll take a look at that as well. And then they were very sorry because I guess there was a duplicate key between V and B in the virtual keyboards, so they're very, very sorry about that. And then a couple bug fixes. So I guess, there was some issues with King Duskborn and Igor, and then, with primary abilities and blocking getting mixed up. So hopefully those are all fixed. I know that this Christmas patch isn't happening right now on Xbox. Hopefully it starts soon. I know Xbox is a little bit behind since they just got added to the game, about 2 weeks ago. But yeah, so the holiday event. So for the Halloween event, we actually had bonus bosses. Unfortunately, we don't have an angry Santa Claus with a giant meat cleaver or axe chasing us around. That would be really cool, but hey, maybe next year. But for right now, we just are getting candy cane drops from all the bosses. If you play through a dungeon and beat any boss at all, you'll get candy canes, regardless if they drop a chest or not, like in the Grasslands. If you're playing on normal, you will get 2 candy canes a boss. If you're playing on hard, you get 3. And if you're playing on Nightmare, you get 5 candy canes per boss. So in Galdrins Crossing, you can see that it actually looks really nice in the winter setting. I actually think this looks really cool. So over here on the right is where we used to redeem the apples for the Halloween event, and it is reopened for the holiday event. Go here, talk to the little festive snowman, and you'll see that everything is in currency. For candy canes, you can buy the Halloween skins, like since I'm playing on my wizard, you can see my spectral staff, my mage blade, and my Vineland staff. And then you can see 3 new items. This one says it comes with added experience gain. I don't know the exact experience amount it increases by. This one says that it also has auto looting, so that's cool. And then this one says that this is the hat to own in order to show others your brilliance. So I'm not exactly sure what this is, but if I were to take a guess, I think that it would be experience gain with auto looting with the brilliance mechanic from the Cap of Brilliance. Now I'm going to have to do some farming, and then I'll let you guys know maybe in another video, or I'll just put it in a comment or something. But this looks pretty cool, some festive holiday hats. You can also buy any tier 1 or tier 2 elite fragment for any of your classes. And you'll notice right here, Firelord fragment can be redeemed for itself. Now, this is because there was a bug with the Firelord fragment in the Halloween event, where if you bought this Firelord fragment, you could not redeem it at the shop. You had to it was weird. It didn't recognize it as a Firelord fragment, so the devs were able to put in a fix where you can buy the Firelord fragment here and then exchange it for a real Firelord fragment. But yeah, you can see they're all in currency of candy canes. Destruction is 10 fragments, or sorry, not just destruction. Tier 1 elite fragments are 10 candy canes. Tier 2 elite fragments are 20 candy canes. And if you would like a magical core, it is 30 candy canes. But if you're running Ragewind, you probably don't need to buy them because you can get like 13 magical cores at least if you do everything in Ragewind. Pumpkinhead is back for 100 candy canes. Now these don't give you any stats, but they let you summon a little skeleton buddy. I'll see if I can get a clip from my Halloween video and I'll summon him for you. You can also get a token of change if you've already changed your class before the Drogal were added, which are the lizard people. You can buy a token of change for 60 candy canes and hop on over to the lizard guy, or vice versa. If you became a Drogal and you're like, this is not my thing, I want to go back to being a goblin or a halfling or whatever, there you go. Only 60 candy canes and you can change your person back. You just can't change your name and you can't change your class, I don't think. Those are the only things you can't change. But yeah, there was no announcement of when the holiday event would end. The Halloween event went for like a month and a half or 2 months. So let's hope that this is out for at least the next few weeks. Sadly, we don't see anything new that's been added for those who've been doing the holiday events. It's pretty much just a holiday reskin of the hometown, which I'll admit, I think it looks really nice. You know, this actually looks really cool. I might take a screenshot of this. This is actually quite lovely. To all my devs that watched this video, good job. I'm really satisfied with this. Like the Christmas lights, everything looks really nice. It looks like a wonderful time. But yeah, so hopefully this will be going on for like the next month or so. If I get a confirmed end date, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, sadly, no really hard bosses are hiding for us in the dungeons. Maybe next time. But yeah, go out there, farm some candy canes, get some cool event skins that you might not have gotten yet, and, pick up these holiday hats, because these are definitely new. I know I said there's no new skins, but there's at least a couple new items we can get. I'm definitely going to go farm them up. But I wanted to get this video recorded and out as quickly as possible, since there's a lot of new players out there. Let's go do some farming. Really quick, before I let you guys go, I forgot to look at the changes that were made to the compendium. Really nice changes, actually. I'm really happy to see this. If you go to the journal and go to compendium. So this all looks the same, but they added a nice little spot that I think is really important. So back when we got the super awesome mega patch, they gave enemies the ability to experience combat effects. So when they hit 20% HP, they're going to have one of these random effects happen. Some are good, some are bad. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. And what I think is really nice is before, you kind of just had to read the patch notes for the super awesome mega patch, and then you just had to kind of guess what they were. Because it told you everything that they could experience, but it didn't really show you. So now we can see that when you see the angry face hovering above their heads, they have more damage, and they're now immune to crowd control. If you see the 2 exclamation marks, it's, difference between if they're calling for help or going for help. There's potions which humanoids can heal themselves, and non-humanoids can clone themselves. And that's when you see the gate open up on the ground. So, or like the starry gate, that's somebody cloning themselves. And then down here, there's debuffs where they can actually, take punishment for for hitting 20% HP. Sometimes they can take increased damage. They can become staggered. They can become maimed, or they can become winded. And I believe these happen on bosses too, but on regular enemies, it's like 100%. Like one of these options will happen. And then if you go into, said he mentioned a part about penetration and stuff. I haven't actually read through the whole thing since they made the changes. Oh, right here, actually. So, doesn't look like all the text is fitting on the page, probably just because of my settings that I have. But yeah, so it does tell you right here that armor penetration is a chance to bypass their physical armor, as opposed to just like a passive thing where it's like, I do more damage because I have more penetration. No, it's like a secondary crit, as I've said time and time again. So I like that they actually put it in here as more verbiage to help you guys. As well as like a picture with your primary ability so you know exactly what's what. But yeah, some changes to the compendium. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to link in the description my Halloween video, because that shows you all of the event skins, including what the Pumpkinhead does. So I'm going to timestamp in the video to where the event skins start. It starts with the champion. I do it in alphabetical order. So whatever class you want to play, just go ahead and click on that video in the description, go to the chapter you want, and boom, that'll show you all the skins you can get, minus the Christmas hats, because they didn't exist yet. But yeah, anyway, back to Chalky telling you guys thank you for watching. Anyway, hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Catch me on Twitch sometime, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, or hit me up on Discord. See ya. A hat that gives extra experience. Okay.